Something we didn't know. Well, I've really enjoyed being here tonight. I'm sorry it didn't work out the way we planned, but I hope we did okay, and we enjoyed it. I'll tell you this one more story. Everywhere I go, people want this story, and it goes with this song, so I'm going to tell it, and then I'm going to let you go home. But I enjoyed meeting the ones that came and talked to me. It's really nice to talk to the people, and I get a lot of questions about the style of guitar playing I do in the auto harp, and that means a lot, so I must be doing it a little bit okay anyway. But anyway, Helen was telling me this, and then it came out in a book. Some of you may have it, Mother Maybell's cookbook. But she said when her mom took them and went on the road, they would do these shows, and then she would put them to bed in the car, and then she'd do all the driving, the night driving and getting them home. And she said, I've seen my mother go 3 nights and 4 days and not close her eyes, just to get us where we had to be and get everything ready. And then she said when they get home, her mom would just, relax and try to get herself back together again. But I guess it was an awful lot of stress on her. But she said her mom was known for picking and singing, but she said she was also known for driving really fast. She said that she'd put them to bed in the car and they'd take off, down the road flying. Helen said just wide open. And she said they bought a little trailer to go behind the car and carry the books and things that they carried with them, the instruments, because the car, as Helen said, we were getting bigger and the cars were filling up more and there wasn't room for everything in the car. So she said they were down below Richmond, Virginia one night and heading home, and it was pouring down rain. Actually, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and said maybe I'll haul it out. And she said, girls, get up quick. She said, there goes a little trailer, just like ours. And Helen said that little trailer had passed them on the right, tore this man's fence down and knocked a step, she said, right off his front porch. And she said there was all these people sitting on the porch, and that's what they couldn't understand. And said Mother Maybell got out in the pouring down rain, and she was so sorry, I've torn your place up and knocked your steps off the porch. And she said, what can I do to make it right? And said that man said, well, what are you doing out at 2 o'clock in the morning with these little girls riding around? And she said, well, I'm Maybell Carter, and we work in Richmond, and somehow my trailer passed me and tore your fence down. So Helen said they took him in. He said, I'm getting ahead of myself. So the man said, well, lady, you don't have problems. He said, we're the ones with problems. They had run their trailer right in the middle of this man's mother's wake. His mother had passed away, and they were having her wake. That's why they were all on the porch. And Helen said they took them in and they fed them fried chicken and ham and potato salad and one cake she always mentioned. Some of you ladies that cook probably know what I'm talking about. I don't know. Lady Baltimore cake, whatever that was. Helen said it's the best cake she ever ate, and so said they fed them and said when they got done, said Mother Maybell said, well, now what do I owe you? And said the man said, well, if you really are Maybell Carter, he said, if you'll do Circle Be Unbroken for our dead mother, he said, it's all you owe us. So Helen said we dug our instruments out of that wrecked trailer, and we gathered around and played it. And she said, Ronnie, she said, we sang this song at Carnegie Hall. We sang it everywhere, all over the world, on TV. And she said it never meant any more or as much to us as it did that night for those people. So that's the kind of people they were, and that they still are, the ones that still living. Rita's the kindest, sweetest person to everybody, and runs the fold so well. And I've met a lot of Mother Maybell's folks, and they just treat me like I'm special, which I really think they're special. Y'all sing this with us, and we thank Rick for having us, and hope we've done you justice. It's been a pleasure to be here, and come see us at the Carter Fold. If you ever come one time, you keep coming back. They got the best food, you can tell. See, they feed you real good over there. But sing this with us. Everybody knows it. I'm in D. And I want to thank these folks. Give them a big hand for helping me. They've been brave. I was standing by the window on one cold and cloudy day, and I saw that hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Sing good and loud. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's the better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I told thee, undertaker, undertaker, please drive slow, for this lady you are hauling, Lord, I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's the better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I followed close behind her, tried to hold up and be brave, but I could not hide my sorrow when they laid her in the grave. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's the better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I went back home, Lord, my home was lonesome. Miss my mother, she was gone. All my brothers, sisters crying, what a home so sad and lone. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's the better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky, in the sky.